So teams can put in a bunch of work in the offseason, whether it's adding free agents, drafting guys, and doing all their homework to hopefully put together a new game plan. But until they get on the field and see what these guys can do, they really just don't know. And there's a lot of new guys in the Carolina Panthers organization that they brought in via free agency. And this is another installment in my series of breaking down the film room of those new additions. The first part that we did was Hayden Hurst. Yes, we talked about the tight end that was added here. In this installment, we're looking at DJ Chark, the wide receiver who was formerly of the Detroit Lions, the uber talented speed, deep threat guy that we brought into this offense that brings a little bit different element for this team as the team searches for a bona fide wide receiver one, hopefully. But DJ Chark has a skill set that I think can be very beneficial if he's available. So in this video today, we're going to look at all those things. I'm going to give you a couple statistics that just proves the type of guy that he is, but I'm also going to show the film that supports that stuff and what he'll actually be and how much of an asset he'll be for this offense and Bryce Young. We're starting right now. What up, dudes? It's Aaron Duncan here with the Unnecessary.Bluntness Sports Talk, bringing you recap and analysis of the Carolina Panthers and the NFL. So if you want to see more film breakdowns like this, news and updates, I do live streams every week as well to discuss the latest Panthers news for that week. Make sure you are subscribed down below and hit the bell icon, because that bell icon is going to make sure you get a notification every time I drop a video, okay? And you don't want to miss this series because, like I said, this is only part 2. I have the other parts for the other pieces in the free agency. So if you want to stay on top of that, hit that bell icon too. That's the only way you're going to guarantee to get a notification every time I drop a video. But of course, I like to engage with you guys down in the comments. I want to get you guys feedback on how you feel about what the points I'm bringing up, how your concern level is, how encouraged you may feel about these guys as we go through. Let's chop it up down below in the comments. We have to talk about wide receiver DJ Chark. Just joking. I had to get that out of the way. But DJ Chark, wide receiver who we picked up from the Detroit Lions, he's a little bit of a later addition for us, but his size and speed and being an LSU product coming out of wide receiver U, I'm super excited about the prospects of DJ Chark. Anytime he plays the Carolina Panthers, he just seems to have a great game. The only knock on Chark is health. This guy just can't stay on the field and misses game after game after game with his one nagging injury after other. He also had off-season ankle surgery, so hopefully a lot of that stuff that plagued him in the past will be behind him. But I think it would be ill-advised for the Panthers to bank on him playing every game, which is why I think they went after Jonathan Mingo. This video is not about Mingo. This is about DJ Chark. I want to show some of the things that he can do because he has the speed to separate and he has the size to get downfield and make contested catches as well. I keep talking about these contested catches, but this guy is tall with crazy speed to run those deep crossing routes that the NFL is doing now, but also can run that straight line go get those deep passes that Bryce Young may lay out there for him. So let's go ahead and get into the film room in terms of DJ Chark. All right, so this play right here may be a little familiar for some Panthers fans, and it may hurt a little bit and make you a little bit mad just watching it. But this is DJ Chark with the Lions, of course, when they faced the Carolina Panthers in this was a Carolina Panthers victory, so it's a little bit more enjoyable. But DJ Chark is going to be up here, up top in the slot, in a condensed formation, of course, but he's going to run a deep corner route. So that means he's going to run about 10 to 12 yards and break at an angle to the outside, to the sideline. He's going to end up running by this inside defender, which is going to be Shaq Thompson, but he's going to get on the safety's toes, Jeremy Chin back here, and break outside. But it's not just a normal DJ Chark play where he just runs by the defense with speed. He's also going to make a great adjustment because, like I said, he's breaking to the sideline, but Jared Goff throws it inside. DJ Chark makes a great catch. Let's go ahead and watch it right here. The defense backs out of the blitz. You can see Shaq Thompson trying to run with DJ Chark just to carry him. When I say carry, that means you get in position and not leave him open until the next defender, so you can hand him off to the next defender to cover him. And with DJ Chark getting past Shaq and Shaq carrying him up to that depth, it's going to be Jeremy Chin and Chark one-on-one. Chark breaks to the outside. The ball is in the air. Look at the adjustment. Has to come back to the inside with the defender grabbing on him and makes a phenomenal catch. With the defender not looking, you can make one of these type of adjustments. But we'll see it right here in the slot. You can see him breaking, balls in the air, and you can see he's looking over that shoulder. Jeremy Chin's back is to the defense, so you can see Chark make that adjustment to it back inside, throws the defender to the side, still able to come up with a huge catch and come down with it for a monster gain. Big part of his monster game that he had overall. Let's play it one more time from the top in fast motion. So he takes off, gets right by the defender, tries to hand it off to him. Jared Goff should have threw it to the sideline, but what a great adjustment. What a great adjustment. Because when you run a deep route, I'm going to show you this one thing. When you run a deep route, you don't look back. The first couple steps out of your break, you don't look back for the ball. The ball is gone, and he's not even looking. Look, 1, 2, 3. He's not even looking. Now the ball is up, and he's looking back. He's making that adjustment, but he's still running full speed over his shoulder, looking, but it still makes the adjustment. Comes down with it, man. What a beautiful play by DJ Chark, man. I'm glad he's playing for the good guys now. So DJ Chark is definitely known as a deep threat, man. He has speed for days. With that big frame, this guy can really get behind a defender. Right here, he's going to run a go route from a tight split. This tight split is going to allow Jared Goff, the quarterback, to have plenty of room to throw it to the sideline and also give DJ Chark plenty of room to get around this defender. He's going to run a go route and go directly at this guy and try to step on his toes. When you step on his toes, you eat up this big cushion. You see he's got a decent cushion right here, about 8 yards, because they know about his speed. But once Jared Goff sees he's one-on-one, he's going to throw it out there far enough to let DJ Chark run under it. Jared Goff's ball placement is very underrated. I know he gets a bad rep around the league for some reason, but his ball placement is super underrated, and you're going to see that right here. So DJ Chark's going to give a little subtle fake inside, pop, pop, and set him up outside. Look, gets around the defender, stacks the defender, stacks him for a touchdown. When I say stack is when you get around the defender. You don't just beat him to the outside, because if you beat him to the outside, Jared Goff doesn't have a ton of room. He does have a decent amount here, but stacking the defender is when you put your body right and directly in front of him and put him directly on your back. And as the ball's in the air, he starts moving inside. Look, the defender is right behind him. When you put the defender right behind you like this, it's almost impossible for him to make a play on the ball when it's out there in front of you. And Jared Goff delivers it perfectly. And we dancing in the end zone, man. I was watching from that tight angle. This is a pretty pass by Jared Goff, and the great timing and allowing DJ Chark to run under it. Look, he runs that subtle fake inside, gets outside on the burst, stacks him, boom, right there. Look, when I say stack, this is what I mean by stack. Look, he was outside of him right here. Watch how he subtly gets inside and puts himself in between the defender. Look, that's stacking. He went from outside of him to right on top of him. That's what you call stacking. You stack the defender, that way he can't get through you. That's a touchdown, man. We dancing in the end zone. DJ Chark, man, he's good at that deep ball for sure. But Chark is not just a deep ball guy, man. He can also run the deep crossing routes. And you're going to see him lined up right here in the slot, but Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to run a short motion. Amon-Ra is going to run a small little hitch route and stop about 3 or 4 yards. And what Chark is going to do is run a square in, 10 yards up and square right across the middle of the field. He has that burst where he can threaten the defense, but he can also get across the middle of the field, catch the ball with his hands away from his body. And I keep talking about Jared Goff's ball placement, man. It's pretty right here as well. So that middle of the field is wide open. As soon as you get around that defender, he's keeping it looking like a go route. Squares it off, though. Look at all that cushion when he squares, because he knows that if you let him get behind him like we saw in the deep passes, it's over. So that allows you to open up a lot of underneath routes with all this cushion. He squares it right down the line. The ball is already on the way. He catches it away from his body with plenty of time to get down. This is a pretty pass right here. Pretty timing. Great ball placement by Jared Goff. I keep complimenting Goff. Boom. The ball's already gone. Look at Chark coming across the middle. Look at that. Look at that. Look where he catches it. Away from his body. Away from his body. Juggles it a little bit, but is able to get it, secure it, get down, move those chains, man. I told you he's not just a deep threat. Not just a deep threat, man. DJ Chark can do some work in the deep and in the intermediate. That speed is what allows him to get that cushion to make the intermediate game work. But like I said, Chark is not to be messed with. This guy has the speed to burn, to separate in the intermediate and the drag routes and the crossing routes, but also get behind that secondary and stretch the field. I love what DJ Chark brings. I'm just hoping he can bring it for at least double-digit games. I think if he does that, we'll be in phenomenal shape in terms of the weapons on the outside. But I think there's a lot of gamble in terms of all the weapons on this offense as a whole. So just in summary, like I said, I feel good about the prospects, but how many games will we get from DJ Chark? Because we know the gameplay will be dynamic from him, but how many games will we get from him? That is to be said. So we're banking on upside, man. We're banking on upside right now. On paper, we look like we have some potential. With Bryce Young at quarterback as a rookie, hopefully these guys can be live up to their potential. That way he can have a successful rookie year and we have a good offense as a whole. But you guys let me know down below in the comments how you feel about this offensive group and the free agent weapons that we added as a whole. And do you think it's going to be good enough to make some noise? We've only averaged 20 points per game last season. Do you think we can improve on that? Let me know how you feel down below in the comments, because I think that we just need a more complementary offense. We don't have to be world beaters right away. We can get up to 24, 25 points per game and be more efficient in the red zone, give our defense a little bit more wiggle room, and play, like I said, complementary football to give them a lead instead of short fields, quick 3-and-out possessions, and not being able to score much points. I think that'll make our defense that much better. But I want to get you guys' thoughts down below. But it's been a long video, but I appreciate you guys sticking around. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I'm Aaron Duncan signing off with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. I'll see you next time. Peace.